After months of campaigning, the constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage in Indiana will have to wait at least another 2 years. Opponents of the ban on gay marriage are celebrating tonight after winning what appears to be a major victory at the State House today. With a massive crowd watching from inside the Capitol, the Senate approved the House's amended version of the bill known as HJR 3. That version bans gay marriage but still allows civil unions. Because the bill does not exactly match the one passed during the last legislative session, it will not go to a public vote this year. We have team coverage of today's events. News Channel 15's Mark Mellinger was at the Capitol today and joins us live from Indianapolis with a closer look.
Heather, before there was any action on the Senate floor today, Senate Republicans met in private and they decided there would be no debate and there would be no changes to this amendment. Now they feel they can move on with other business. They feel they have finally put to bed, at least for this year, the issue that has dominated this legislative session.
It was a caucus decision, a plurality, that we would not add that sentence back in. And I'll be very honest with you, I was perfectly happy with that.
Senate Republicans agreed with their colleagues in the House and apparently felt the marriage amendment could not pass if it included the second sentence banning civil unions.
I'm very strong on one man, one woman, but I'm not homophobic, and I just simply thought that the second part of that thing dealt with an issue that did not need to be in there.
Activists on both sides were quick to react.
Today was a huge victory for us. It wasn't a complete victory because the amendment is still alive and it's still moving and it could potentially be on the ballot in 2016. But taking out that second sentence and having both the Senate and the House agree that that was a devastating thing for LGBT Hoosiers was a big step in the right direction.
I think if this kicks the can down the road and takes it out of the hands of voters and a judge forces a new definition of marriage upon every business, church, and school in Indiana, a lot of voters are going to wonder what Republican majorities were good for.
The revised amendment is almost certain to officially pass in the Senate Monday. And with a public vote still a possibility in 2016, amendment supporters and opponents know this debate is not over.
This version of the amendment can come back before lawmakers as soon as next session. Can't be on the ballot until 2016, but we have a lot to continue working toward.
We will come back. This issue won't go away. We will come back and push one sentence if we have to, again, and try and put it on the ballot in 2016 so the people can decide the future of marriage, whether moms and dads matter.
And here's something else opponents of the marriage amendment are happy about after what transpired today. They believe that what happened on the Senate floor has actually bought them time. They think that public sentiment on this issue is moving rapidly, and they are hoping that by 2016 there won't even be any appetite for a public vote on a marriage amendment, not even of the one-sentence variety. Reporting live from Indianapolis, Mark Bellinger, News Channel 15.
Getting to today has been a long road for both sides. We did some digging and discovered the debate over gay marriage in Indiana goes back nearly 30 years. While it was never allowed, the first modern-day law that actually banned gay marriage in Indiana was first approved back in 1986. Things stayed pretty quiet until 1997. Gay marriage once again became a hot topic nationwide, and state lawmakers passed a law that forbids the recognition of same-sex marriages that happened outside of Indiana. The first real challenge of Indiana's ban on gay marriage came in 2002. 3 same-sex couples, with the help of the ACLU, challenged that 1986 law. Those couples ultimately lost the case, but similar laws banning gay marriage in other states started being overturned by the courts. Now, in response to those lawsuits, state lawmakers first started exploring the possibility of a constitutional amendment in 2004. The idea was proposed multiple times, but failed to get any real traction until 2010, when it passed the state Senate, only to fail in the Democrat-led state House. That all changed in 2011 when Republicans regained control of the House. With those additional votes, the first read-through of the constitutional amendment was pushed through. Now, because the second reading and approval of the amendment is needed for it to become law, lawmakers had to push it through again during this legislative session. And as we said earlier, the Senate ended up changing some of the language in that bill, which means an additional vote will be needed by lawmakers again next year.